We are going to show how to assess an event with LivLab Simulator. As we have seen elsewhere, we first need to decide on the scenario of the event, meaning the features of the event that we want to simulate. And once those are set, then we can run the event and get its main characteristics. In this case, we are going to run an event, say for example, of 30 participants with groups of 4 that will discuss all through 3 days. And we are gonna switch on this diversity, this gender diversity, and we're gonna select, for example, an event that that has more women than men, because we want to test this gender characteristic in our event. Now, if this is going to be the scenario, we can run as many events as we want under these conditions, so that we can, after having run tens or hundreds of these simulations, we can then identify any emerging phenomena or any conditions, any outputs, any thing that could be related to this scenario. And obviously, we can then run, for example, an event that is probably more men than women, and see if there are significant differences. For example, if we were doing a statistical analysis, or if we are doing just a qualitative analysis, meaning trying to get some information about the type of event that we can run, we can do it as well, probably getting information that the simulator already produces and generates for us. So let's run this first this event. We set up the event, meaning we create the participants. We group them a bit so that we know who is with whom, and we click go to start our event. Now our ticks are already in 3, so it means, and this matches the days of discussion, so the event is finished. And scrolling down, we can see the results of this event under the analysis of the event section. The first part, the first graph that we have is an histogram of the opinions of our participants from the most negative to the most positive. And well, in this case, we can see that it is fairly evenly distributed. And well, that will probably give us some information. Then the second histogram is showing us, I'm sorry, but I didn't say what this first histogram is about. It tells us the opinions on the prototype and the on the technical outcomes, technical learning that that our participants have Then we have the opinions about the relational learning and the emotional learning coming out from the event. And this shows that the opinions are skewed to the left. So, I mean, the opinions are mostly positive. And well, once again, here in the blue histogram, we see the opinions on the networking and the capacity of making friends, the ability of making friends along the event. I mean, alongside the event. And well, this is again probably fairly evenly distributed. We can see this kind of same information if we only look at the positive opinions on the technical outcomes, which would be well, as we could expect, fairly even for positive and negatives. But this is an event that has resulted in very positive opinions about the relational and the emotional learning. So this is an event that has been very rewarding for the emotionally speaking for the people participating in it, and it is also fairly even distributed in terms of making friends. So there's people happy, as many as the opinions happy with the friends that they made. Now, if we look a bit more into the details of the event, there's few people happy with the type of discussions that they had. They are happy with the, I mean, they're kind of happy with the discussion method, but the type of events, I mean, the physical meetings or the virtual meetings didn't really made their goals in terms of the opinion of the discussions of the participants. Also, people, at least in this event, tend to not be particularly happy with how they worked in their roles, and that means that when they were acting as leaders or as collaborators, they didn't like it that much, or they didn't like their contributions that much, and that shows for both, not only for leaders but also for collaborators. And here there's a lot of positive opinions on the personal change induced by the event, but it has to be probably coming from not the emotional change, because the emotional change, I mean, there's few people happy with the emotional changes, and even less with the new knowledge of the event. So in this sense, these are characteristics of the event that we can copy and paste somewhere else. Here we have it. Sorry. We go down, all down to the last lines of the output window. We can see here this same information for the technical, I mean, the positive opinions on technical outcomes. This is 50, then 67, 51. So same information, same data that we have by the histograms, but in here we can copy easily the information, the data, and then maybe paste it in a spreadsheet, so we can kind of gather that information somewhere else and use it to our convenience. If we were to repeat this like a second time, same conditions, meaning the same scenario, we can easily click setup, then group our participants, then hit go. Once the event is finished, we can see again if anything has changed, which is obviously the consequence of having different people interacting with each other, and we can see the information that we have from this run, see if anything has changed substantially, or if and running consecutively as many times as we want, so we are able to understand if there are really differences between the same type of event that we can spot, or if all of the runs under the same scenario kind of produce the same type of outcomes, which may mean then that scenario may be probably connected to that type of result or those types of outcomes. And that'll be it.